Headlines for this week include the return of the campus-wide medallion hunt, honors and awards for UWL women, and reports of sexual assaults near campus. Stay tuned. WMCM's Week in Review is next.
Hello and thanks for watching WMCM's Week in Review. I'm Courtney Duerwachter.
And I'm Nick Riddolotti. The Student Life Office released an email to the campus community last week revealing that there had been 2 alleged sexual assaults near campus. One assault occurred on September 17th at approximately 2:30 in the morning on 10th Street between Grove and Lacrosse Streets. The other alleged assault occurred over Oktoberfest weekend. No further information related to the cases has been released at this time, but the Student Life Office is offering students a few simple safety tips. Always avoid secluded or unlit areas, including parking lots and garages. Utilize a buddy system when walking around the city or campus. Vary your traveling routine, as some sexual assaults are planned in advance. And lock the door at your dorm or apartment, even if you are home. Of course, safety is the biggest key for student services, and if you notice any odd activity or persons, report it to University Police at the phone number 789-9999.
4 women with connections to the UWL campus have been awarded for their hard work and determination in the Cooley region community. Elise Denlinger, a senior instructor here on campus, Susan Fabian, a recent December 2012 graduate, Deb Hoskins, residing chair of the UWL's Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies Department, and Carla Stanek, retired director of Career Services, all received the 2013 YWCA Tribute to Outstanding Women Award. The award is presented annually by the YWCA to women who work hard to make a difference in and around the La Crosse community. The award banquet will be held on November 14th at 5:30 in the evening at the La Crosse Center. A social time will begin the event, which will be followed by a dinner and an award presentation from 6 to 8:30 in the evening. Tickets are $55 and can be purchased by contacting Lisa Matheson at 608-781-2783. Now here's Katy Pence to tell us what's happening on campus.
Thanks, Courtney. There's a lot of stimulating events happening on campus this week if you're looking to exercise your brain on more than just studying. On Sunday, we'll start us off. It brings us a debate between August Berkshire, former president of the Minnesota Atheists, and Scott McMurray, current pastor at the Faith United Methodist Church. The two will be debating, can you be good without God? The debate will take place at 7 in the evening this Sunday in Valhalla Cartwright Center. The event is free and admission is open to the public. If you're interested in becoming an ally to the LGBTIQQAA community, you still have time. The Pride Center and Rainbow Unity will be offering 2 more ally training sessions this semester on Monday, October 21st, and Thursday, November 14th. Next week's Monday session will be from 4 to 5:30 in the evening in Porto-Call Cartwright Center. If you're feeling like having some fall fun, join the Botany Club Tuesday, October 22nd and carve some spooky jack-o'-lanterns. The carving happens between 7:30 and 9 in the evening in Cowley Hall, room 331. The Botany Club encourages anyone to attend this free event. Also coming up on Tuesday, 3-time National Poetry Slam finalist Lauren Zuniga will be taking the stage here at UWL. More than just a top female poet, Zuniga is also a fierce activist. She became an internet sensation with her poem To the Oklahoma Lawmakers, which addressed proposed anti-abortion policies. Admission is free to see Zuniga perform, and you can hear her at 7:30 in the evening in Porto-Call Cartwright Center. That's what's coming up early next week. Now back to you, Courtney.
Thanks, Katy. This Wednesday at UWL's Clock Tower, the Vanguards hosted a ball pit event. We sent out WMCM's Kate Vega, Tyler Jensen, Olivia Yorton, and John Church to find out more.
The ball pit was a fun new way for students on campus to make friends. Let's learn more.
Actually, all of our students in this group are Vanguards as well, so we have a lot of passion for the UW La Crosse community. So So we decided that we wanted to help build the community on campus and kind of leave a legacy here.
Okay, if you could have any superpower, which one would you choose? I think it would be super cool to be able to be in several places at once, so I could get everything
I'd want to walk
done.
through walls because I don't believe in being confined.
That's neat. Okay. I love to be able to fly. Even though it's so cliche, I would love to be a bird.
We've had over 100 participants so far, and we have about an hour left, so it's been really fun. Everyone's given us really good feedback. They've all left with a new friend. Some of them even add each other on Facebook while they're in the ball pit, so I think that's pretty much a success in our books.
We did it!
We had a lot of help from Campus Rec. We had NRHH sponsor as well as Campus Climate, so they really helped make this program possible as well.
This has been Olivia, Kate, Tyler, and John for WMCM News.
UW La Crosse faculty and staff have received a national grant to study the effectiveness of a new online learning option. The $20,000 grant is from Athabasca University's MOOC Research Initiative. MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Course. These online courses are aimed at unlimited participation and open access via the web. The grant will allow UWL faculty and staff to study data gathered from the university's MOOC class that was offered for the first time in the winter, summer, and fall of 2013. The study will be able to examine the student characteristics that correlate to success, the effectiveness of the online learning materials, and what areas of college readiness are enhanced through the program. This research initiative is funded by Bill and Melinda Gates, and UWL was one of just 25 projects chosen to be funded across the country. Well, the Cooley Region Humane Society has many pets in need of loving homes. Here's some of the animals available in this week's edition of Perfect Pets.
Meet Mike. He's a 1-year-old that likes to be the leader of the pack and seeks adventure. Like treats, meet Oreo. This lovable 4-month-old loves attention and playing around. Need a personal assistant? Meet Calvin. He likes to help you hold pages down and is good company. And here's Bella. She's a 5-year-old beagle mix who is very social, affectionate, and is excited to find her new home.
To know more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. The UWL Department of Theater Arts will be using green practices with the help of guest scenic designer Steen Mitchell in their production of Detroit. Detroit is a comedy following the lives of a failing suburb neighborhood trying to live perfect lives. Showtimes for the production are Friday, October 18th, Saturday, October 19th, and Thursday, October 24th through Saturday, October 26th at 7:30 in the evening. There are also matinee performances at 2 in the afternoon, Sunday, October 20th and 27th. All performances will be held in the Tolan Theater. Tickets are $5 for UWL students, $14 for senior citizens and other students, and $16 for all others. To find out more information, call 608-785-8522.
UWL has a new way of displaying information about upcoming events and services with campus-wide interest. More than 20 new digital signs were installed in buildings throughout campus this semester. Officially recognized UWL departments and organizations are eligible to submit their information to be considered for display. New digital signs were installed in Graff, Maine, Morris Hall, Wimberley Hall, Murphy Library, Mitchell Hall, and the Center for the Arts. Also, in an effort to go green, digital displays were installed in the Whitney Center to negate the need for paper-made table tents in the dining area. Learn more about the digital signs on campus, publicity guidelines and requirements, and how to submit material for both the campus-wide and Whitney Center signs at uwlax.edu. www.its/digital signs. Well, this past week, a seminar was held on campus to inform UWL students on LGBT rights. We sent out WMCM's Darrell King and Stephanie Haw and Bree Levine to find out more.
This past Tuesday, students in Portico to find nonsense stance on lesbian, gay, Bellinger, president and CEO of the LGBT, gave an update.
The Eagle Eye Medallion Hunt will begin on campus Monday, October 21st. The hunt is a great way for students, faculty, and alumni to learn more about the history of the UWL campus and a chance to collect prizes valued at $500. There will be a total of 5 clues given each day starting on Monday, October 21st and going through Friday, October 25th. Each day by 9 in the morning, a new clue will be posted on the UWL homepage. The lucky searcher who finds the medallion must bring it to University Communications 115 Graf Main Hall during regular business hours. There will also be instructions on the medallion. The successful finder will win a combination of prizes worth $500, including a lifetime membership to the UWL Alumni Association, a $50 gift card to the UWL bookstore, and a $50 certificate to university dining. For more information and rules for the hunt, visit the UWL homepage at uwlax.edu. Bump, set, spike. With only a few games away from their conference championship, the UWL women's volleyball team is getting ready to take down the competition. Noe Anderson, Casey Coing, and Ellen Wheeler went out to check it out.
The volleyball team is off to a great start this season. At 3-2 in the conference, the team is only 1 game out of first place in the WIAC. Seniors Cassie Verduca and Kayla Ashland have been an important part of the Eagles' early success. So we decided to ask them about their season this far.
Well, technical difficulties abound this evening on WMCM's Week in Review, but we will continue. Remember to look for the WMCM crew around campus for your chance to have your opinions heard next week with our Campus Insight as it returns. Now let's go to our own World Heavyweight Champion, Alex Riley, with a review of the movie The Wrestler.
Thanks for that introduction, Nick. Love, pain, glory, and of course spandex. The Wrestler is a cinematic smackdown that slams audiences headfirst into the harsh and challenging world of professional wrestling. Director Darren Aronofsky and writer Robert D. Siegel transcend the sports genre and fiercely explore the dream-ravaged landscape of a performer whose time has come and gone. Robin Ramzinski, better known by his ring name Randy the Ram Robinson, is a professional wrestler played by Mickey Rourke, who became a celebrity in the 1980s. Now past his prime, Randy wrestles on weekends for independent promotions in New Jersey while working part-time at a supermarket under Wayne, a demeaning manager who mocks Randy's wrestling background. As a regular at a strip club, Randy befriends a stripper, Cassidy, played by Marissa Tomei, who, like Randy, is getting old for a job. After winning a local match, Randy agrees to a proposed 20th anniversary rematch with his most notable opponent, the Ayatollah. Before I get ahead of myself and reveal too much dirt before the main event, let's take a look at the tail of the tape for The Wrestler.
Great to meet you.
1, 2, rail! Really good. You really brought it. Thank you. Thank you. You hang in there. You got a lot of ability.
Have you ever seen a one-trick pony and feel so happy and free?
Well, I was wondering if I could get some more work.
All I got is weekends. Isn't that when you sit on other dudes' faces?
Have you ever seen a one-legged dog?
Have a beer with me? One beer.
You
have a daughter?
Oh, my daughter, she don't like me very much.
You should call her.
And you seen me
you want from me?
I'm an old, broken-down piece of meat, and I deserve to be all alone. I just don't want you to hate me.
Two words. Rematch.
Bring it. You know, with a little luck, this could be my ticket back on top.
Tell me, friend, can you ask for anything?
80s, man, best ever.
Guns N' Roses.
Crew.
Yeah, then that Cobain had to come around and ruin it all.
90s sucked.
90s sucked.
These things that have comforted me, I drive away. My only faith's in the broken bones and bruises I display.
You know, the only place I get hurt is out there.
I'm really here.
This life, you can lose everything you love, everything that loves you. A lot of people told me that I'd never wrestle again. The only one who's going to tell me when I'm through doing my thing is you people here. What do you think? What do you think about this? Eh? That'll work. Come here.
The wrestler won the Golden Lion at the 65th Venice International Film Festival and was nominated for 2 Academy Awards. It also received critical acclaim in other industries, having received a Golden Tomato from Rotten Tomatoes for Best Drama of 2008, and World Wrestling Entertainment CEO Vince McMahon contacted Aronofsky and Rourke saying, quote, he was very touched by it. A couple interesting facts that you maybe did not know about the wrestler was that Nicolas Cage was originally offered the role of Randy the Ram Robinson. Bruce Springsteen won the 2009 Golden Globe for Best Original Song in a Motion Picture for the song he called The Wrestler. And finally, Guns N' Roses' song Sweet Child of Mine was played during Randy's ring entrance at the end of the film. In his Golden Globe acceptance speech, Rourke mentioned that Axl Rose donated the song for free due to the budget, and the film's closing credits thank Rose for this. The Wrestler is, without a doubt, one of my favorite movies of all time. It goes neck and neck with another film on professional wrestling, Ready to Rumble. While Ready to Rumble appeals to my funny bone, The Wrestler appeals to more my passionate of professional wrestling, primarily due to the realism that the movie grasps its viewers with. A few notable promotions that Rourke wrestles for as Randy the Ram are CZW, known for its extremely hardcore style, and Ring of Honor, one of the most prestigious promotions in the independent circuit. I believe that Aronofsky did very well with showing how many professional wrestlers still attempt to hold on to the glory days they had while they were on the top of the mountain, even if that time has long passed. More importantly, he shows the more darker side of what many wrestlers leave behind for a shot at fame and glory, such as their families. How do I know that Aronofsky did so well portraying the independent wrestling scene? You could say that I'm a bit of an expert. Stay tuned for WMCM. We'll be right back with the weather after this great UWL promo.
Fact: University of Wisconsin La Crosse is ranked the #2 college in the Midwest.
UW La Crosse is ranked number 34 for out-of-state students among public universities nationwide.
UW La Crosse is ranked as one of the most military-friendly schools in the nation.
UW La Crosse is number 24 among medium colleges and universities for Peace Corps volunteers.
And it will be cold and cloudy with that, along with being a bit breezy.
Friday during the day, it will be a high of 54, and a chance of precipitation being at 55%. Also, it will be cloudy and showers occasionally. Friday night will be a low of 36, cloudy with some spotted showers in there. And Saturday during the day will be a high of 48, and a chance of rain being at 56%. Put on your jackets because it will be cloudy, chilly, and rainy going on. Saturday night we will have a low of 31, and it will be cloudy and cold going on there still too. And on Sunday it will be a bit warmer, a high of 54, and it will be cloudy with some possible showers going on there. Sunday night the low will be at 32, chance of precipitation 77%, and it will still be cloudy and chilly with rain. And thank you for listening to weather. And now over to Ashley Reynolds.
Thanks, Angeline. I'm here with Nicole Legler, who's the editor-in-chief of The Racket. How are you doing today, Nicole?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for being here with us today. I'm going to ask you to tell us just a little bit more about The Racket. I think we all know kind of what it is, but we don't have a very wide grasp on it. So could you tell us a little more about it?
Well, The Racket is the student newspaper here on campus. We actually contain 4 different sections. We have news, which is just our hardcore news, whatever we can bring down to the campus level. We have Viewpoint, which is basically our opinion section, so you have a lot more leeway with what you want to say or what the writers want to say. It's also where we put our open forum, so if you want to say something to the newspaper or one of the articles, you can also submit that there. We have Features, which is also just our food, entertainment, whatever you want to put in there. It's like our fun section. And then we also have Sports, which is just basically campus sports.
Okay, all right. Now I have heard some rumors that The Racket is completely student-run. Is that true? How does that all work exactly?
In terms of content, we generally are student-run, but we do have a couple advisors that are faculty and staff members here at campus. But with the section editors and the writers, photographers, we actually have all students. So that's basically about it.
All right, and now do you have an office where the students meet, or is it all just kind of an on-your-own type of thing?
We actually do have the editorial staff meet on Monday nights at about 7 o'clock. So we do meet in our office. It's 231, 232 Cartwright. It's right above Red Mango, Einstein, all that jazz. But as for the writers, photographers, we generally don't have meetings. We try to, but everyone has conflicting schedules. I know school's crazy with everyone. Midterms right about now too. So but we do try to. But, yeah.
All right. Well, that's really interesting. I guess it's kind of run similarly to a normal newspaper, maybe just a little bit different since it's at a student level. That being said, so why should students read The Racket as opposed to the La Crosse Tribune or other major publications? Is there different information, different things that they can learn from this publication?
Well, depending on what you're looking for, we do, I know the La Crosse Tribune does some things that are on campus and whatnot, but we also have things that we bring down to the student level that are national things. Like I know that there was the government shutdown and whatnot, so that's a big national thing, but it does apply to us and how it affects us and whatnot. So we have stuff like that. And then we also have like props and drops and whatnot. And so that's just something that, I don't know, people can laugh at our lives and what happens in our lives and whatnot. So it's something that you can't find in the Tribune. We also are more than welcome to hear what people want to see, because what we publish is hopefully what everyone wants to read. And if you don't want to read it, why are we publishing it? So.
All right, all right. So you'd say it definitely relates more to the campus as opposed to the greater area of La Crosse or even across the United States, or so it's more student-based?
I would definitely say it's more student-based. It's more whatever we can bring to our level. We actually had a tip from the publisher of the Tribune saying that we should keep everything to a campus level, so we try to do that as much as we can.
Okay, interesting. So how did you get to be the editor-in-chief? Did you work your way up? How long have you been with The Racket to kind of get where you are now?
I actually started my freshman year. I was about a week into it, and I actually started as a writer and then came up a week later as a features editor. But then due to conflicts with school and whatnot, I actually had to drop out and just stay as a writer for a little bit. But then the last editor-in-chief wanted me to be as managing editor, so that's how I kind of started with that. So I guess the way that she saw it, the managing editor was supposed to step as editor-in-chief. So.
Okay. All right. So moving from that position to your current position, what is the most rewarding thing to you about being editor-in-chief? I know it comes with a lot of responsibility, a lot of stress, but there's got to be some upsides to it as well.
Definitely. I do think that requires a lot of leadership and a lot of flexibility as well. Right now I have meetings probably more than the average student and whatnot, trying to figure out the budget for this year, figuring out what people want to see. We actually do have an advisory board as well, so we meet with them trying to figure out how we can improve on their aspect. We meet with a couple English professors, someone with sports, so we just kind of get the overall aspect on how we can improve. So it's just really cool to see how things develop and see everything over the course of time.
Okay. All right. And do you think this will really benefit you in the future, Sorry.
I do think so. I'm actually going into education. I want to teach a little one. And so just with that whole leadership aspect, it'd be cool to really help with that, I suppose.
Okay. And now, in case people are interested, how can you become part of the staff? Are you still accepting applications for this semester, or is it going to be until next semester that you're going to accept more applications, or how is that process working?
We have applications that are turned in all year long. So I mean, you can apply at any point during the year, but we probably won't hire until maybe semester. It is what it is. Kind of depends on how our staff's doing, what we need to improve and whatnot. But we're actually accepting applications for business manager and ad execs, and they're actually due today. So I mean, as long as you can get it in before I go after class tomorrow, 10:30 tomorrow. I mean, I'll consider you for an interview and whatnot.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today. We're going to take a quick break with Perfect Pets, but after that, stay tuned for sports.
Meet Mike. He's a 1-year-old that likes to be the leader of the pack and seeks adventure. Like treats, meet Oreo. This lovable 4-month-old loves attention and playing around. Need a personal assistant? Meet Calvin. He likes to help you hold pages down and is good company. And here's Bella. She's a 5-year-old Beagle mix who is very social, affectionate, and is excited to find her new home.
To know more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. The UWL men's football team continues to struggle this season, and the competition did not let up this past weekend as they faced the reigning WIAC champion Oshkosh Titans. UWL started off strong when they drove 64 yards in 11 plays, but had to settle for 3 when Matt Van Drutton connected on a 33-yard field goal. The Titans responded on their opening drive by tying the game at 3 apiece when Nate Ray hit a 22-yard field goal. The Eagles were forced to punt on their next possession, allowing the Titans to go up 6-3 after another successful field goal attempt by Ray. Still unable to move the offense down the field, the Eagles were once again forced to punt. On the Titans' first play of the drive, quarterback Dylan Rauch threw a 54-yard touchdown pass to Cole Myra on the final play of the first quarter, giving Oshkosh a 13-3 lead. The Titans would have the ball coming out of the half and would drive the ball 55 yards down the field, ending with Myra scoring his second touchdown of the game on a 6-yard run play, giving the Titans a 20-3 lead. After both teams traded punts, the Eagles were able to put 3 more points on the board after a Van Drutton 43-yard field goal, making the score 20-6. The Eagles' offense would be shut down the rest of the game, while the Titans would score twice, making the final score 30-6. The Eagles will be on the road this weekend looking for their first win of the season against UW Stout. This past Sunday, the UWL women's soccer team earned a shutout victory at Lawrence College. Both teams were unable to connect until the 76th minute of the game when UWL's own Jamie Oschenwald scored the only goal of the match on a penalty kick. This is Oschenwald's second goal of the season. Even though the Eagles only scored 1 goal, their offense showed a lot of pressure on the Lawrence defense, as the Eagles finished with 19 shots in the match, including 9 on goal. Lawrence was held to 4 shots with 3 on goal. The Eagles goalkeeper Ashley Tracy recorded the shutout victory with 3 saves. This is Tracy's second shutout of the season. The Eagles improved their record against Lawrence to 3-0, while improving to 3-8-1 on the season. And that's all for this week's sports.
Well, thank you very much, Callie. Quick look into the sports world. The fall season winding down, winter season just around the corner. We'd like to thank everybody very much for tuning in to WMCM's Week in Review. Remember to tune in next week. Same place, same time, same channel. Thank you.
Woo!